Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday already. I have been so busy this week. My mom had to go to the hospital on Monday. Just a lot of stuff has kept me busy this week. She's fine, but I have not had a chance to paint. So what I am going to do right now is I just want to doodle. I have so much work stored up or pent up inside of me. And I thought what I would do is I want to doodle, but I'm also kind of in the mood for fall. Not kind of, it's cooling off. It's going to warm up again tomorrow, but what I want to do is doodle with fall leaves. And I don't want to do anything where I have to think. Have you ever had one of those weeks where just everything, I know you have. Anybody that's listening to this, might have been this week, might have been last week, where you're just so overwhelmed with things and you don't get a chance to get into your studio or your craft room or do anything that would bring you pleasure during the week. And I really have been wanting to paint, and it just hasn't happened. I have not been able to make the time to do that. So I'm thinking something loose and fun. And I love painting trees. So, you can get out this is a tiny Mehmet Kolinsky round. I can't see the size on it. Number 4. I like to use the smaller round brushes for for trees, tree branches particularly. And it's just nice. I started out with kind of a burnt sienna, and I'm going to go in with this orangey brown. I'm going to darken it up. Let's see. I have a nice dark brown here. I want to say it's a sepia or sepia. I'm not sure. I've heard it said both ways. Sepia brown. So I start in with a nice, beautiful orange-ish color. And I like to go back in wet on wet and add some dark brown at the bottom of the branches and also in these little, they're not armpits, these little crooks of the arm here. And let's see, I don't want that to look just like a intentional line. I can also, and you don't want the the branches to be straight. A big, long, straight branch. There are a few varieties of trees that do that, but not many. So I'm not gonna, I think that's enough branches to get a good amount of leaves on. And you can come drop in, leave this light. I love the variegated bark of trees. I actually really love crepe myrtles that have like the peeling bark. It's called something. I can't think of what that's called. I think I might even come in. This is more of a yellow. I'll drop in some of this lighter, you know, you see those trees that have kind of like a camouflage look. And I'm gonna bring these down here because they do go into the ground. And I'm gonna put a dark shadow at the bottom of the tree. I don't think I'm gonna put grass in there. I just wanna have a little indication of kind of some dirt. And I dipped my brush in water and then wiped it off. And I'm just gonna soften the bottom of this down here. I think I'll have some leaves dropping down here. And I like this brush for leaves. I don't want to go crazy. This is a little too big. This would add a huge leaf. This one's a little softer. I'm gonna get a few different brushes. I've got a bigger one here. So I'm gonna do bigger and smaller leaves. I'm actually liking that. I think I wanna dip a little more of my reddish color in here. I don't like the way that looks so light at the bottom. Go like this and bring these branches that kind of go into the ground here. There we go. We don't want it to look like just a flat, straight bottom on the tree. Come in here with this again. There we go. And let's add some leaves. So that's just 3 colors. Here, I don't like that going sideways. You know what I do like? It's very fall-like, is I do like, ever since I was little, I don't know why, I would draw one of those holes. Let's put I don't know if it's a lightning strike or just the fact that the tree has a hollowed out area. Maybe it's like the Winnie the Pooh days where the creatures live in. But I kind of like to add a little knots. I don't want it to look like eyeballs so much. Let's see. Add a few little dark spots here. Now this is purely from imagination, so I don't want it to look like it's got, you know, it's diseased or anything, but I do want to add a little bit of variety. I probably shouldn't go so crazy with this because I don't really want the trunk to be the focus, but I also don't want it to be just, you know, one-dimensional, not have any nice little spots. Now what I might do is let's pull out some spots for the bark or in between the bark. Let's see, let's go like this. Give it, there you go. Okay, I like that. That's kind of realistic. Now let's get in here with some beautiful yellow. I'll mix up a little yellow and some orange and some red. I'll just do 3 little piles. And I've got a few different reds. I've got some, let's see, we could keep it natural colors like these quinacridone or burnt sienna-ish colors, or we could come in with the more vibrant. Let's see, I'm gonna start with the ones that are a little more transparent. And it's not gonna be, this is not a realistic tree. I just want big pretty leaves, like doodly. Not, I don't want to take the trouble to make mapley color. You know, I probably shouldn't have done the humongous ones at the bottom, but because those are like, wow. I should have kept it small. I wonder if I could get rid of that. Not really, but what I could do is maybe come in with some smaller leaves. I went a little crazy there with a big, and that's fine. Let's see. Let's have these going in all different directions and just kind of dance around here. This could end up terrible. This could end up with this something I like. I don't know. You ever just want to mindless doodle? I follow a lot of people on here, artists on here, and I just enchanted by the doodly little things that they do. But I mean, this is not difficult. This is just something that should be relaxing. Now, my idea with these, let me see if I can drop in just some different, there we go. Don't have to do it to all of them, but especially this one that's a little goofy. There we go. And let's see. I'm gonna do some more. And I taped this down, so I'm not gonna take it and turn it while I'm painting on it. But if you didn't tape it down, I tape it down so that it stays in focus. And let's see. I am liking very much the colors of these leaf colors are fun. And I'm trying to do, I don't want them just floating. I want to have a little stem that comes out. Then I've got even a darker, I don't know if I want to go real dark. I'm going to come back in with the light, a little bit more light yellow to really drop in these lighter colors to start. And let's see. Few tiny ones up here. Oop. Hate it when I make it look like a little square leaf. Sometimes it's a little bit of a struggle with these brushes for me. I usually get into my groove at the very end of the painting. That should go like that. And they really, you know, I don't want them all the same shape. Some are, I mean, they're the same, obviously, type of leaf that comes off of here, but you want them kind of going in different directions. Let's see. And it's not supposed to be a realistic tree. I just wanted to doodle with a little bit of a direction to go. Do some fall. Let's drop a little bit of the orange in here. And I don't like that. I don't like that one just not gonna be super picky. I think I would like a little bit stronger red in here. So I've got, this is kind of a reddish brown. I'm gonna do that. I don't want to go from these earth tones to, you know, like a bright cad red. I kind of want to keep it a little bit more in the earthy. There you go. That's nice. And maybe I'll even do a little bit of pure red, you know, the tree leaves turn at different, at least I love it. We moved to Pennsylvania from California 15 years ago, and the fall here is just extraordinary. Just beautiful. And there are frequently all the colors on the trees. Sometimes one little section's red before the other section turns orange and yellow. Let's see. I'll throw some red in here to kind of keep that big monster leaf behind there. And I thought I'd get my mistake out of the way early with this. Let's drop in a little bit of that. And I am not going to color the background in here. I'm going to keep it. I like that. That's just the bright, it's a yellow. My yellow and my red mixed in. Go like this, and let's see. I don't want them really floating up here. I will go like this and go off the page here. Let's see. We're gonna have some falling to the ground. I've always liked that. Let's see. Yellow one here. Okay. And I will throw some red ones in down here. Tiny little stem. And one here. That's looking like such a nice fall day. I could put a whole bunch of leaves down here, but you know, I just think I'm gonna keep playing around with this. And you don't have to, I mean, this round brush will do some fun things for you. You don't have to, you know, push, pull, because again, it's nice to have some, you don't want them all shaped exactly the same. And I'm going with darker ones in certain spots and lighter ones, tiny in certain spots. Now this, I kind of want to come in. I wonder if this is still wet. It's not, but I can actually let some of the translucent or transparent leaf underneath show through and come over with just a little dark, tiny bit of dark. It doesn't have to be, you know, it's nice to have different color blends in here. And this one's falling like this. Let's see. Not crazy about his little head right here. I wonder if I put a leaf up there, if that's going to call attention to it, or if it will help distract or detract from the weird head shape there. Okay. There's another yellow. I don't really want a rhyme or reason or a pattern here. I just want it to, the leaves to kind of intermix and mingle. I'm liking that. I don't think I'm gonna come back through with black pen to, I mean, I could for the little stems from the leaf that come off of here, but I don't know. I'm just kind of liking the loose, fun nature of this. I don't know what that is. That is gonna be a leaf because it looks like I dropped, I did, a little, and I'd like to have them falling. I'm thinking of that because I watched the end of Forrest Gump the other night and the feather was falling out of the tree. So it kind of got stuck in my head just a little bit. But let's bring out some little red leaves here. Maybe another orange or yellowy. One falling down. This guy's a little bare. Let's just kind of come in with, I don't mind, I actually enjoy going off of the paper with some of the leaves and throwing in some white ones. I'm going to keep these all because it's obviously so late in fall here. I am going to keep them no green. There's going to be no green in here. I really don't want to add like a, that one. That's kind of a big weird. Why do I get, you know, you start, it's like when you speed up on something and then you're like, oh, I'm not taking my time. I don't like the shapes sometimes that come out of my brush when I get too whimsical or lackadaisical with my brush strokes. Now this has an awful lot of orange, not a lot of red, so I'm just gonna kind of come through rather than dabbing these in. I'll just here and there put a little bit of red in. There we go. And I don't think I want to come back in with lines in the leaves. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way that it is. I could come, now the bottom we could do just a little bit of, we can do some green under here, not like a spring green, but more of a sappy, dirty, not dirty green, you know, a more subdued fall green. Let's do that. And just kind of come in here. And I'm just gonna glaze over those leaves like that. There we go. Now, you know, I feel like I've been wanting to sit down all week and do something. It was simple, it was fast. Let me see, I think I'm at like 13 minutes. And sometimes that's just all you need to get your creative juices kind of flowing again. I don't want to get back in here with any blue skies or anything. I just kind of want to keep it. I will float in a little more, a little bit of bark here, a little bit of this red. Let's see. burnt sienna, burnt, there we go. Kind of want to, that was fading a little bit. And I'm gonna leave the leaves the way, leave the branches. Well, maybe I'll darken this one a little. That one's looking a little, the branches should have a little bit more. They shouldn't be sticks coming from, they should be thicker towards the tree, towards the base of the tree. And I'm going to come in the bottom with some, just a little dark, a little shadow on the bottom there. Here we go. So that was fun. Just a nice little loose leaf fall tree. I hope you liked it. I hope you painted along with me. If you did, share it over on our Facebook page and have a wonderful evening.